Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be going over summer reads and recommendations, also my TBR. I said that's so weird. Okay, so I figured we'll start off. I'll give you some summer recommendations of my favorite books. They might be summer specific or they might just be, I think they're summer specific. Okay, so I low-key want to throw you off, so I'm not going to start with an actual beach read. I'm going to start with the Chestnut Spring series by Elsie Silver. And you might be thinking, girl, that's not summer. What are you talking about? Some people might think this is more of an autumn read. What you have it. I think it's a summer read or like a spring read, and I just love it. And honestly, there's no wrong time to read Chestnut Spring. So if you're going to read it, go ahead, please. So in this whole series, we followed the Eaton family, which get ready to fall in love because they're literally all perfect. But if you're looking for a summer read mixed with some yeehaw vibes and some spicy vibes and found family, just like every perfect trope that you could think of, it's these, and they're literally so good. I love them so much. So yeah, I just think these are perfect for summer, especially if you like Western vibes, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, Western just feels summery to me. Okay, so the next two books that I want to touch on, I literally talked about them in my last video, but you cannot have summer without Emily Henry. Tell me I'm wrong. Let's start with beach read because I feel like any summer TBR video you watch, you're going to hear about this book. Girl, there's a reason for that. Just everything about it, I can't explain how perfect this is. And if you're looking for a summer read, this has to be one of them. If you've read it, if you haven't read it, this is just the summer read. Same thing with Happy Place by Emily Henry. She released this one last year and it absolutely stole my freaking heart. And they're actually both forced proximity. So if those are some tropes you like, I highly suggest. And then this, we have like an enemies to lovers workplace vibe going on, but they're on a work trip staying on the beach. So it's literally beach all the way around. It's so amazing. And this book is like a second chance romance, I would say. They're going on a vacay. They do it every single year with their friends, but this year things are different because a couple split up and nobody knows about it, but we're going to go on this trip and act like nothing happened. So yeah, you have all that drama in there. You have the feelings, you have the vacay, summery, beachy. It's just so lovely all around. And the way Emily Henry writes just speaks to my soul. Like, I don't know if you guys get that, but she can do no wrong in my eyes. Another book that I read last summer, it was actually on my summer TBR video last year, is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So this book, when I picked it up, I knew it was going to be something, but I just love the way she crafted the story in this book. And oh my God, the amount of characters and the character development that happens and the character diversity, like there is so much going on with the characters within this book, and that was an aspect that I really did love. So in this book, we follow Nina, and every single year she throws this huge party at her summer house and they just have a huge blowout, all these famous people. It is the party of the year. Well, this year is going to be a little bit different. Things are going to go wrong. The party will be out of control by midnight, and by morning time, the house is going to be up in flames. So that just really like sparked my interest when I read the synopsis, and it's Taylor Jenkins Reid, so I didn't really question it. And I just love this one so much. The story is just so good. So yeah, I mean, Taylor just has a way with words. Like, she could write on a napkin and I would read it. Okay, and the last recommendation that I have for you, I love this book with everything in me. You already know that. You already know that. And you're probably like, oh my God, girl, stop picking this book up and shoving it down our throats. No, I'm sorry, but I can't, because I was thinking summer reads and I was like, The 7-Year Slip. It's just the most, I don't do time in books. I don't like the flippity floppity, and you know, it has to be good for me to enjoy the going back and the forth and just time travel in general. Oh my God, it was so good. We just get to follow Clementine and Ewan's story, and it's one of my favorite. And if you haven't read it, I would do so. Okay, so moving on to my TBR. It's kind of small, but I have also read like 2 of my summer books already. So we're just going to see what I'm left with. Funny little side story. If you have seen my summer video from last year, you've also seen me say I was going to read this. That was over a year ago. Oops. I didn't really hear too much on Meet Me at the Lake. I knew I was obsessed with the cover, so I thought I would start it soon, but then I didn't really hear much about it, so I didn't rush to it. but ever since the minute This Summer Will Be Different came out, I've heard nothing but like raving reviews. So it kind of made me like push this up my TBR a little bit. So I want to try to read this actually this month so that I can read the next one next month. So that is the first one on my TBR. I read Every Summer After like 2 years ago, I want to say. So it'll be nice to get back into this. I haven't read Carly Fortune in a while. The next book on my TBR is an Elle Kennedy book, which I'm so excited for because Elle Kennedy has never led me astray, like ever. So Girl Abroad, I honestly, why does this feel summery to me? Because she's abroad. In my mind, vacations only happen in the summertime. So we're on vacation, it's summertime. Okay, so I know I've read this synopsis before, but I just got New Girl vibes from this. She's going to study abroad in London, and when she moves into the house she's gonna be, or the apartment she's gonna be staying in, all her roommates are boys. We're about to get a Nick and a Jess. Oh my God. Okay, so moving this up even higher, if you like New Girl, girl, we have to read this. Oh my God, I'm so curious now that I know the situation, because that's straight where my mind went to, and I've seen that show probably like 20,000 times. I love New Girl so much, and that's exactly what this just gave me. So Girl Abroad, we're reading that super soon. I'm so excited. Oh my God. The next book we're gonna have on the TBR is Just for the Summer, which is honestly another one that I'm so geeked out over. Like, I am so ready to start this book, but I had to first read Part of Your World. I read that last month, I believe. I'm going to read Yours Truly this month so that hopefully I can read this in July, because I refuse to pick this book up unless I'm sitting on a beach. So the premise behind this book is actually like making me want to read this right now, because what we have here are two people that have the worst of luck with love, and every single time they're in a relationship and it ends, that person goes and they find true love, and they're sitting here like, oh my God, what did I do wrong again? So they both happen to meet each other going through the same type of things. So they kind of start like hanging out, and they come up with this plan to like put an end to this madness. And you guys know where it goes from there. So we just get to follow this story of these two people who just feel connected, and they relate to each other with these huge struggles, because I mean, how annoying could that be? And yeah, they start like bonding over the fact, and we have to see what happens. Okay, and last but not least by any means on my TBR is honestly one of my most anticipated reads of this summer. Do you guys understand the hype of this book? Like, I have heard only great things about it, which makes me so excited to jump into it. It's an Emily Henry. The last Emily Henry like stole a piece of my heart, so I'm really hoping this one does too. Okay, so what's kind of going on in this book is Daphne was with this guy who ended up being a turd, and so she leaves and she starts her whole life over, and she doesn't really have much. She doesn't have friends or family or anything around her, but she has her childhood dream job, which is great. We love that for her. So we get to follow her on this journey, and then the only person that she seems to be able to relate to is Miles something, I can't remember his last name. So that is the only person she seems to relate to, and it's because that is who her husband left her for, that man's ex-girlfriend. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, they traded girlfriend and boyfriend. So I just think that's funny. It's a funny story. Like, do I need to say much more? So without a doubt, I am most excited for Funny Story. I'm actually most excited for them in the order they're in. This, then this. I honestly want to pick up all four of them, all three of them, like right now. I'm excited for this one, don't get me wrong, just not as excited, okay? All right, guys, so we had a pretty good amount of recommendations today. I just feel like all of these, and the colors, like, you can't tell me that's not summer. It's literally summer. So I hope you guys got some good recommendations from this video. Let me know, have you read the things that are on my TBR already? What did you think? Are they also on your TBR? Have you read any of the recommendations? Did you love them? Did you hate them? Tell me all the things, I want to know. So I hope you guys have a great week and start picking up some great summer reads super soon, because it's almost time to be fully on the beach and carefree. So I love you guys, and I'll catch you next time. Can you kiss it louder? So I have summer recommendations here. I also have some, what do I have? So I thought, what could be better than talking summer books, summer TBRs, and all things summer in reading? That sounded stupid. It would just be perfect for summer. Do I need to send you the Pinterest boards? I feel like I'm not making my case wide enough, but it's summer. It's summer. Read it, please. Just so pretty too. It is Emily Hunter, and Emily Hunter? Who is that? It is definitely Emily Hunter. Who is that? Actually, they're both forced proximity, so if you like forced. My camera telling me it's about to die. No, so what are you blinking about? Stop blinking, you're scaring me. You're just like questioning your whole life. That's so funny. I can't do it with money, but I can do it with books because that's where all my money goes. Okay, that's it.